There we go. Hi, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Hello, Instagram. Oh my goodness, I still have not set up my full live streaming setup in my office because it requires moving a lot of furniture that I am not strong enough to move on my own. So bear with me. I'm also going to shut this door because my employees are being noisy in the background. Anyway, for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter who missed me saying this, welcome to Magic of Paws. My name is Nissa, helping you help your pets. And today we're talking about professional pet sitting. So, why professional pet sitting? Why am I talking about it today? It's because it's Professional Pet Sitters Week, which is so exciting. It's put on every year by Pet Sitters International. This is the 27th annual celebration of professional pet sitters. So yay, go us. Anyway, if at any point during this whole stream you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, do not hesitate to ask them in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them. Also, just say hi so I know you're here and can give you a wave. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to dive right in. Sorry, I'm all disheveled. I was trying to set up my streaming setup prior to this and didn't happen. I'm not strong enough to move the furniture. Anyway, let's dive in. So, why use professional pet sitter and not just use the kid next door or a friend of the family or whatever it might be? The answers are many, many, many. We're going to dive into each one of them individually. So do not hesitate if you have any particular questions about any of the things that I talk about. So step one, we're registered with the state. So for me, I have to register my LLC every year, renew my LLC every year with the state. So they know I exist, they know who I am, where to find me, they have all of my information. So if anything were to happen and you needed to hunt me down, the state will always know where I am. It's a part of a condition of me owning my business. I have to make sure that all of my information is up to date with the state. If it's not, I very well could get in trouble. Other thing is that we are insured. And beyond that, we are insured by a company that insures us in particular. It's not like if you go through websites like Rover, they claim that they have insurance for all of their sitters and all of that. And it's true, they do have insurance that does cover some things, but the insurance covers Rover, not the individual sitter that you're working with. Whereas in our case, we work directly with Business Insurers of the Carolinas, and they provide us with insurance that's just for us. It's tailored to our needs, covers exactly what we need. I know all the various clauses, and I know exactly what's covered. Like, I know how much they pay out for loss of a pet. I know how much they would pay out if somebody was caught stealing from you or whatever it might be. There's a whole bunch of reasons to go with a professional who carries their own insurance. I can't even get into all of them. We can also provide proof of clear criminal histories. That's for everybody who works for me, whether they're sitting on the front desk or whether they're coming into your home. I make sure that we have clear criminal histories of anything that might raise any red flags. Plus, also in the state of Maine, I have background checks run against me in order to operate my facility. So you know that I haven't been convicted of any violent crimes or drug crimes or anything like that. So you can have that peace of mind. We can provide those to you, provide proof of that on request. We can also provide client references. So while we all know that we can get requests, we can all get recommendations from our next door neighbors about the kid that lives down the street that lets their dog out. but we can provide a multitude. And in fact, we are very lucky to be a 5-star business on Facebook, Yelp, and Google. So if you go to any of those places, we have a perfect 5-star rating. So you know that you're getting good quality care. Plus, we can provide you with contact information for our clients, so you can ask the pros, the cons, what they enjoyed, which sitters they prefer, all that sort of stuff. We don't hide anything from you. You can get access to any of that. Also importantly, we have a service agreement. This is a contract between you and us that covers all of the bases. It explains out what we will cover, what we do in the case of an emergency, what our terms are. We're not like willy-nilly throwing things out. We know exactly how payment is supposed to be made. You can go in and reference those at any time to answer any questions you might have. And they're standard. They don't change all that often. I think in 3 years of business, I've changed my service contract like twice. So, and even then it was more of a formatting change than changing anything substantial. And then when I purchased the resort, I did go through and make some additional changes just to clarify what other services we could provide. So if we were dealing with a house sitting client that had severe separation anxiety and was not doing well at home, we could bring them here. There's all sorts of different options. If we were doing walks and they're just not burning enough energy for walks, we could recommend daycare, all those different options. That's the main reason why we had our latest service agreement change. We are constantly learning. So as a team, we have very thorough staff training that we go through that covers everything from canine development to bite prevention to the use of CBD and hemp in pet products. Even things like our COVID-19 protocols and procedures are all part of our training, and it changes all the time because we are constantly looking at what all the new research is, and not just about COVID-19, but about everything pet related. If a new study comes out that shows that reptiles do better with a certain kind of bulb than another one, we're going to know and we're going to tell you because we keep up on all of that. My main priority is to make sure that we are using the best information possible and providing you with the best information possible to make all of our protocols and procedures around that newest, greatest information. We're also the member of multiple educational organizations and professional organizations. So we're members of Pet Sitters International, which I mentioned at the top of the video. We're also a part of the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. We're also members of the Pet Professional Guild. We are part of International Boarding and Pet Services Association. There's a whole bunch. Plus me personally, I'm a member of the Association of Professional Dog Trainers and the International Association of Animal Behavior Consultants. We're a part of all of these wonderful organizations so that we can learn from them and integrate all of their best practices into our business so that you know that you're getting not just adequate care, but you are getting top-notch, top of the industry care. So those are just some of the many reasons to go with a professional pet sitter versus your friend or your neighbor. There's a whole bunch more. If you have any particular questions about any of that, please put them down in the comments and I'm happy to address them. But I also wanted to take this time to go into it a little bit about what our services are that we actually offer when it comes to pet sitting. So as you probably know, we are a we're not a big company. We have 10 people, but we provide a lot of different services. We have boarding, daycare, grooming, dog training, dog walks, all sorts of stuff. But our pet sitting part of the business is its own special little segment, and it has two main components. So we have our visits, which are generally fall into 3 categories. We have our basic, our premium, and our hourly visits. So for basic, it's exactly what it sounds like. They're generally around a half an hour where we go in, feed your pet, scoop the litter box, get the mail, water the plants, all the basics of what your animal needs, including medications, to make sure that they are happy and thriving when you return from your trip or whenever you go out of town. Then the premium version is, again, a drop-in visit that usually lasts anywhere between a half an hour to an hour, depending on the pet. And it also includes all the things you need to pamper your pet. So brushing, nail trims, ear cleaning, all that sort of stuff. Plus, we do some light housekeeping while we're there as well. Then hourly visits are what they sound like. They are booked in large chunks, and you pay by the hour. So these are usually used by small puppies who can't hold it for very long, or for dogs with separation anxiety when you're supposed to be suspending all of your absences while you're doing your training. So those are the 2 most common reasons why somebody uses an hourly sitting, but you can use them for anything that you want. It's basically making sure that we're there from whenever you leave until whenever you get back, regardless of how long that is. We stay there. We don't go out to go get food at the grocery store. We don't go to run an errand. We don't go to take care of other dogs or pets. We stay right there. That goes into our overnights, which are the other key component to pet sitting. So overnights are a super rare commodity. And if you are hoping to get an overnight stay with us, please book now, because we're already booking into the summer. They are very limited in availability, so please get on that list. But basically, an overnight stay is where we move into your home for however long you're going to be away, whether it's a couple days, whether it's a couple weeks, whatever it might be. We move in and use your home as home base, just like we would our own apartments or our own houses. That way we're there with the animals as much as we can be, and we spend the night with them as well. You also know that they're getting fed, their walks, all sorts of love and affection as well while you're gone. And that comes in 2 different levels. Level 1 is where your sitter can also be booked for other visits or dog walks or other services that they might provide for the business. So they might disappear for a couple of hours and then come back. That's pretty common with a level 1. Level 2 is where I don't book them for any additional services. They don't do anything else for me as a business, but they can still go ahead and go to doctor's appointments, run errands, all that sort of stuff. But they are spending most of their time in your home with your pet. So that's basically it. You're getting a wide variety of different services for pet sitting, but they're all there to help support you. And yeah, as Evelyn says, it's a valuable service to get peace of mind. That is 100% true, especially with us. We go ahead and make sure that we are sending you regular updates in the form of report cards where you get pictures and notices about how they were doing in the morning, middle of the day, evening. You get multiple updates throughout the day on those report cards. And then you can also always reach out to us at any time, and we can update you on what's going on. So you know that whatever service you are getting from us, whether it's an overnight stay or just simple drop-in visits, that you have complete peace of mind. You know exactly what's going on. You know your pets are well cared for. And we will be honest with you. If something isn't going right or if they're stressed, we'll tell you. We don't want to keep that from you. If your cat is really struggling with you being away, that's something you need to know. And we're not going to gloss over it and be all like, oh no, Fluffy is wonderful and loves everything, when really they've had, loose stool and have vomited multiple times because they're stressed out. We want to make sure that you are fully in the loop about what's going on so that you do have that peace of mind whenever you're away. It's so hard to leave your pets, and it's so nice to know that they're being well taken care of. And I can guarantee you that everybody who works for this business that does any of our pet sitting is someone who I either have left my pets with or would have no problem leaving my pets with. So my whole staff are people that you can fully trust, hopefully including myself. I hope you can trust me at this point. I come onto your screens quite often enough. But it's just good. It takes the edge off, makes your trip that much more enjoyable to not be worrying about what's going on with your babies at home. The other thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to bring up is that a professional pet sitter generally has a lot more experience with a bunch of different animals as well. I know here at Magic of Paws, we take care of cats and dogs, as you would assume, but we've also taken care of your less common animals. We've taken care of guinea pigs, lizards, snakes, birds, chickens in particular. We take care of a lot of chickens, ducks, turkeys, those kinds of things. I've taken care of bigger, fancier birds. I've taken care of almost every kind of reptile under the sun, unless you have some like really weird exotic that you need a permit for. Even then, I could probably figure it out. But we also do have that experience taking care of a variety of animals, which if you go with a family friend or somebody down the street, they might not have a ton of experience dealing with chickens, let's say. And while chickens are super easy, you let them out in the morning, you shut them up at night. If something goes wrong, you want somebody who you know knows the animal. So we can tell when chickens have mites or are having some other kind of behavior issue, or if we can notice for changes in their stool, which most people might not pay attention to. And that goes across the board for all of the animals that we've ever cared for, whether they be small or whether they be large and require their own separate building. We are happy to take care of them. We have experience and we know what to look for to make sure that they are okay under our care. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down in the comments or send us a message. We're happy to answer them at any time. And as always, please give your animals some lovin's from me. I will hop on again soon. The plan is to be on this stream again on Monday the 15th, and we are going to be talking about guinea pigs because it's National Adopt a Guinea Pig Month. So if you have any questions about guinea pigs, join us on the 15th and I will answer them for you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Go love on your animals and just enjoy your time with them. We miss them. I know that we aren't getting out and about as much as we would used to take care of your animals because nobody's getting out and about, but do know that we love and miss all of our regulars and can't wait to see you all again soon. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.